Hi guys, I'm Uncle Richie.
Yo, what up? J Money's back.
And this is C10. And you're listening to the Uncle's Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 80, the final episode of season 2 of The Uncles. Tonight we got a really big special guest. I've got our good friend Jerry Simbiken. Jerry, bro, how are you?
I'm good, bro. How you going?
Good, brother. Good, brother. It's so nice to have you on, especially after last week we had Liam Horn on, and he spoke about his life, where he was born and raised, where he grew up, and then I guess, how he started his journey with rugby league. So it's really nice to have you on tonight to, go through the same path, and we can learn maybe a thing or two about yourself.
Yeah, sweet.
So we'll start off with how we always start the Uncles podcast, but before we get into sort of where you were born and raised, we always do this thing where it's called the Word of the Week.
Yeah.
So before each episode, the guests our guests, they talk about what's one word that sums up your last week. So for you, is there a word that sums up your last week?
Confusing.
Ooh.
Yeah, confusing, I'd say. So
Yeah.
it's probably one of the word that
Was it
word of the week.
Was it
me.
Was it a busy week? That's why it was confusing, or?
Bit of both. Confusing as I wasn't footy wise, I wasn't sure what I was doing.
Yeah.
And confusing as in just work wise as well. Just what I got to do for next year. That's pretty much just all it was for me last week. Just thinking about a lot of stuff, and it was just confusing me a bit. So that's probably my word.
Bro, that's that's really good, and I just want to say thank you for sharing that. Being very honest there with everyone, and I'm sure with everything happening now, I'm sure something will work out for you, because we've seen and watched you, and we're big fans, and you definitely got some ability, so it should all sort itself out. But let's get into, I guess, where it all began for you. Bro, where were you born and raised, and maybe where your family's from as well?
Yeah. So I was born in Goroka.
Yep.
Goroka Base Hospital. My family, everyone, we're all from Simbiken province. So mum and dad, they're all from the tribe, like pretty much neighbouring each other.
Yeah.
And I was born in Goroka when my old man went up for work there. So I was born there, and I grew up in Aira, just a small town in just in Eastern Islands province as well. So
Wow.
I'd say majority of my life I grew up in Aira. Went to school there for a bit until pretty much lived majority all my life down. Then I moved over here to Australia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And how was that move for you guys? Because at what age do you reckon you moved over?
I moved here when I was 10. Moved here when I was 10,
Yeah.
Straight down to Canberra. But I didn't really expect anything of Australia, to be honest. Just growing up, I was like, just see everything on TV. So I was like, I was like, oh man, is this gonna be what it is and stuff like that?
Yeah.
But I don't know, I didn't really expect it to be any different. And then when I moved down, I went straight down to Canberra. So I think I moved in July, so that was like in the middle of winter there. So I had no idea what I was gonna go into straight away.
Yeah.
So we flew from Port Moresby down to Brisbane, and then we had a layover, and then we flew from Brisbane down to Canberra. But my mum was like, "Oh, just get yourself ready. You're gonna go down there. It's gonna be cold." And then I was like, "Oh, bro," like I was like to me and my brother, we were like, "Oh man, I don't think it'll be that cold." we just acted like we're tough, and then we just went down. As soon as we got out the plane, and I was like freezing our ass off. It was like, oh man, it's crazy. Like I don't like growing up in like area and that, like it's normally cold and that, so like it's up in the Highlands. So, but yeah, like Canberra cold is something else, bro. So no, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And what was life like back up in Goroka?
So life in Ira, Goroka's like, I would say probably Goroka was like a 40 minute drive away from Ira. So Ira kind of onto that area. But yeah, life was good. Growing up, my dad worked in the coffee industry over there. So like, and then we all lived in the compound, and like all the kids and stuff, like we all pretty much go to the same school. So we were just after school every time we come home, we just play. Or there's always like an old tennis court down, and we all down like the road, and we all just go play there and like play like just backyard footy and all that stuff. So yeah, it was good. It was good growing up there. But yeah, Mum also had like a village in Ley in Moorabbin as well. So pretty much growing up, majority of the weekend, or like if we have a long weekend or like holidays, we normally drive down. To go straight down to Ley to Situm. Situm is Mum's village. So
you would have come down like the Highlands Highway.
Yeah, the Highlands Highway, past Custom Pass, bro. That mountain, bro, was scary. Yeah, I was driving past that. Like, there's always like landslides and road. Like, you'll be driving, and then like when there's a landslide, bro, there's like only one lane, and you just gotta like share the lane, bro. And it's like so scary because like if you like take the wrong turn, bro, it's like a wrong fall down.
You're down,
shit. Yeah, bro. It's so scary. Like and like. Yeah, when the cars like tip over, big trucks tip over, bro, it's like everyone just go and just grab all the stuff out, bro. Scab everything up, bro. I still remember the road. Yeah, it's such a scary road, but yeah, we always drive down there and pretty much everywhere around there.
Yeah. And going back to when you guys got to Canberra, I mean, you were, quite young, only 10 years old. Me and the two other uncles, we always talk about it, but basically we came down sort of similar age, but 12, 13 to Brisbane, and you come to like a new society, new culture. You're different. You're from PNG. You're trying to fit in. There are lots of challenges. Your accent is, different.
100%.
And people are looking at you weirdly. And but were there any challenges for you guys? Because obviously, like Canberra, there's not many PNG people there.
I think I was pretty privileged when I was in Ira. I went to a American campus school, so I grew up like they pretty much put everything like English, and like we had to be speaking English the whole time and everything. So, and I was pretty privileged to go to that school to learn everything. And I went down like I definitely did have an accent and everything. Like some of the things were different for me going down, and challenges are probably having to say start all over again, like having to like make friends and like make new friends and try to see which group you fit in and everything. So that's probably like the challenges for me. And pretty much in the community as well, we had like little like like PNG, like majority of them that go down to Canberra, they go to like ANU, like just to the National University and study and stuff like that. So that's what my old man did. And everyone like in the community, we all like normally get together, like say like if we have like the independence or like like at the High Commission, we just get together there weekends, like
that's nice,
just to show that we're all still together, like so it was good. You never really felt out of place. PNG was there wasn't like a lot of us. I would probably say there was barely plenty of us there, but we make the time of it like worth it. So it was good. It was good then.
Nice, yeah. Whereas, here in Brisbane, there's PNG people everywhere now.
Yeah, bro, funny story, bro. I remember I come up first time to Canberra, first up coming from Canberra, like back down in Canberra, it's real rare to like see a Papua New Guinea fella. So like if you see him, hey, how you going? And like you say hello to them, like, oh, what are you here for and all that. And I remember coming up here to Brisbane and like seeing like PNG fellas and like, oh, when I see him, like, I was like, it was my first. I was like, oh, like I just thought it was going to be the same as Canberra. So I was like, oh, like smiling and say, hey, you going? And they just kept walking straight past me. It's like, oh shit, did I do anything wrong? I was like, oh, but like, I think you can just understand, like, there's just so many of us up around here. So like, it's just another day seeing a PNG fella. But to me, I was like, oh man, it's like, I get to see another PNG fella. It's crazy, but yeah,
bro, that's how I used to feel. And there's so many comedians that do it now, like Cabbage Gang, and like they make the funny little skits of walking through Queen Street Mall and you see a PNG person and they got their head down, but they know you're walking towards them.
They see you, but they look away.
They see you, but they don't see you. It's so funny. That happened to me, like, I think when I first got here and I went to, like, we used to do city trips because I was in boarding school.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I went there and, like, you'd see other PNG people and, I'd always like wave or hey, one talk, say something, but they're just like full like, oh, okay,
walking.
What's wrong with me then? But that's funny. And to any of you out there, if you see a one talk in Brisbane, say hello.
Say hello, please.
Say hello. Don't be shy. Okay. Let's so get to Canberra. Straight into, actually, you would have been just finishing the end of primary school, going into high school.
Yeah. A bit different for me in Canberra because primary school from us is like up to grade 6, and then high school is like, it's so weird. And then high school,
7 to 12.
High school is 7 to 10, and then we have college that's like 11 and 12. So it's like confusing down there. So there's like one thing, like when I had the mates up here as well, I was talking to them about high school and college, and like, oh, what the fuck's college, bro? Like,
we're just so 8 to 12 here.
Yeah,
high school and
I was in. I was in grade 4 when I moved over.
Wow.
And then I was just and then grade 5 when I was when I was 11, and then grade 6, 12. So I think they do everything a year behind in Canberra. So I think everyone finishes up here like when they're like 17 or something, and then I finished when I was 18. So I was like, I think some of them must have been like early child or something, but everyone's like, if you're 11, you have to be in grade 4, grade 5 and stuff like that. But it was like confusing, but
crazy. And how was that? What was the school you went to?
I went to a small school. I went to a school called Macquarie Primary School.
Shout out Macquarie.
Remember me? I went there when I was for year 4 to 6. I finished my primary school there. Yep. And it was a good school. I made heaps of friends. That's where I met my best mate. So I think we were in year 5 when we met, and we've been best mate ever since now. So he's moved up here as well with me. So he's one of those ones where you just don't talk to him, but then you just call him like, let's hang out, and then everything just goes. Everything just goes from there, bro. So he's a pretty mad fella. So we went to the same high school as well. I went to 2 different high schools. From 7 to 8, I went to Canberra High School. Yep. And then we kind of faced some challenges. So I had to go. I moved schools, and then I had to go to a different school. It was like Emmaus Christian school. So for year 9 and 10. Yep. And then 11 and 12, I went to a way different college as well, and it was a St. Edmund's College. Okay. And it was like all union schools. So
oh, really?
Yeah, it was crazy. I pretty much just played union the whole time I was there. So it was good.
So before that, where would you say you started playing footy?
I actually, I think when I was 11. I think when I was 11. So after when I moved up here in July, this first 6 months, just stayed out, like just went to school, and then the next year my older brother actually wanted to play footy, and he wanted my dad to sign him up for it, so he went and got signed up for it, and then I was like, oh, what the heck, I might as well just sign up. So I was like, oh yeah, take me on. So like they just signed me up. So that's when I first played footy, rugby league. I played that in 2011 I played West Auckland Warriors, and then the next year I played both codes. I was playing union and then league, so I would play like union on Saturday and then go play league on Sunday. So yeah, I was playing both sports up until 16, and then I went to college then, and we had 11 and 12 when I was playing union. Like our first 15 we play on the same time as and like my local first grade team. Yeah. So I had to pick, but like that 20 when I was in year 11 I was pretty much just playing first 15, and then the next year when I was in year 12 that's when they forced me to pick what I want to play, and I was like because it was like the local first grade, so they would play 3 o'clock, and then my school would play 3 o'clock at the same time. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, it was clashing. I was like, oh man, like what I do. But then that year, my last year of school, I ended up just playing like third division union, and then I'd go straight over to go play for the local first grade team. So yeah, it was good. Oh, okay. It was just a lot of running that day, so wasn't a fan.
Bro, it's like it's easy when at that age, it's like you don't really care, you don't think about it. Yeah, your body's just like running, working. Like I used to always look back and like when I was in school, and I'd be like, shit, we'd go like footy training in the morning, and then you walk around all day, and then you go play touch in the afternoon, and it's like,
right. You're so slack.
Now I'm so slack. But just do so much. But would you say that's where you found your love for footy, or did that come afterwards?
Like watching footy and stuff, I always had a lot. Like I always loved it. I always loved footy, like watching and like supporting. Like I think it's every single Papua New Guinean. They always love footy. Yeah. But I was playing footy on weekends just to give myself something to do. I think my older brother was a bit of a freak growing up, so like I kind of like always looked up to him playing with him, like playing footy because he was playing footy, and then he was like making the reps teams when he was like 16, 18, like he was doing like Herald Mats and then SG ball for like Raiders and that. So I was like, bro, let's go. And I was like, I want to, like, he like motivated me to like keep going. But to me, I think footy, I don't know, like it's hard to say, like at that time, like I wasn't like real focused on footy kind of thing. I was just like, I only loved it because, seeing how far like my brother was going, I was like, I want to do it. Like I want to play with him. Like I want to play how he's playing and all that. And I think I would say I loved it when I moved up like here to Brizzy because I did the same. I was doing reps, but I was just in the training squads down in when I was in Canberra. Like I was in SG ball training squad, and then I did under 20s training squad for like 2 years down in Canberra. But I think that time I was like real challenging because I just had no hope in footy because we were going through COVID, and like for me being 19, 20 in that time. Like COVID-19, we had that big lockdown and everything, and so pretty much our pre-season for 2020 always starts like November, December of 2019, and COVID happened and couldn't really do anything, and then that's when they pretty much just said cancel the whole 20s comp and everything, and then we still ended up playing in 2020, but we were just playing under the 20s Raiders boys in like the local first grade comp. We were missing the first grade teams. No, it was that, and then 2021 2021 season, like the 2020 year finished, and then 2021 preseason started. We were all training, and then they kind of pulled us out from the Jersey flag team because they were trying to make, at that time, they're trying to make a team for the Canberra Raiders New South Wales Cup. Yeah, so they pulled us 20. They said they were going to make a 21s comp, but they pulled us 21s boys out for to make room for like New South Wales Cup players from the full-time squad to play. Geez. And they were saying, "Oh, look, just keep training with us. You will get a chance to like, you know, at least play New South Wales Cup and all that." And I think that time, like I was just like, you know, I was like, oh, this like, what's the point of like still coming and all that? Like I never really cared in that. I was just like playing local. I was playing local first grade, but still like training now and then with the 20 side. So we had a good year for that team too. So I was playing, and then when I knew that I was turning 22 next year, and then I pretty much like, oh, like I didn't know where I was going and all that. I was like, oh, I might as well just stop playing footy and like, you know, just play local footy. Like don't worry about rep or anything. Like just give it all up. Just play local and just work for the rest of my life. So that was that. And then my manager at the time, he's like, oh, I'll just try something. Try a change. Like move up here for a change. And moving up here, he like pretty much just got me on a train and trial contract with just the Redcliffe Cup. And then I ended up like, you know, I turned my 40 around then. I just enjoyed it then, and like just had a good year that year. So I think probably 22 was like when I loved playing footy, like loved it, most of it. So I'd say then.
That's awesome, because I think that was just the start for you of I guess your rise into I'd say the first one was probably making the grand final with Reddy, and then making your debut for the PNG Kumuls in the World Cup at the end of the year. Like talk us through that I guess process to getting to the grand final for you guys.
Yes, that year actually wasn't really too good for us. I think we lost like our first 5 games for Redcliffe. Like I think it was all just in a row, and we were just all like, we all weren't playing well. We were just shit, bro. And like, I think we had a meeting. I think it was after we versed Northern Pride. We came back and we had a meeting with our coach. Just put us all in video and everything, and it just like tore everyone apart. He was like, fuck, like, because we had some of the Warriors boys with us and stuff like that as well. Right. Yeah, because they were up here. They relocated up here. So the coach got us all in. Scott Murray, his name, he's a man too. Yeah. But that time he wasn't. He was just like put up all the clips of us like just lacking in like effort areas and stuff, and he was like pointed like some of the NRL boys out. He was like, you see that? Like, is that NRL standard? And like he was just seeing him like arms on his hips and just walking. Oh shit! And he just tore him a new hole, bro. I was like, oh shit! And then, like that's when I was like, oh fuck, we got to like turn it around now. So I think after that we actually made like, we just started winning all like games. We just stuck to process of like, you know, that's the game plan and kicking the corners and all that. And I think that year too, we ended up like breaking the record for the Redcliffe Cup team too. We just like went 12 straight games without losing. So like, we just went straight away like winning and tying. Like I think we must have drew twice or something. I think we must have drew twice or once with. I think I remember we drew with Townsville Blackhawks, but we just that was a crazy year for the club too. It was a good achievement for like just going 12 straight. And then I think our last game that we lost was to Sunny Coast, and if we beat them, we would have had like a home semi-final. But we lost to them. So. And then we went back, and then that week we had to come back up to verse him again. It was second versus third, and we beat him. But I missed out on the first game though against Sunny Coast because I tore my hamstring. So and I was like, it was shit for me. Yeah. I tore it twice that year actually. One of the other times was it was my first time when we versed up the Hunters down at
Gold Coast?
Yeah, Gold Coast.
When they were staying there,
they
yeah,
relocated into Gold Coast. I don't know the name of it. Runaway Bay.
Runaway Bay,
yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
And I was having a good couple of games too, and then the club president as well. He came up to me and he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, you better have a good game. I was talking you up to Wayne Bennett and he's coming to watch your game." I was like, "Oh, sweet." And then I was like, I was trying to like not put that in my head. I was like, "Oh shit, man! Like, why is he coming to watch like all this me versing all the PNG boys?" Like, I was just overthinking it, and like I think I didn't prep myself properly for that game, and like I think I ran on like the first like 10 minutes of the game. I like tweaked my hamstring. I was like, oh. And I came back and then I was like out and I was on the bench for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And then he came up to me. He was like, "Oh fuck, you played like shit." Told Wayne to come out to come watch you play. I was talking him up and oh man, you weren't even playing the game. I was like, oh shit. Felt bad, but no, it was probably It was good. It was good though. Like I think, playing good footy, I think I exposed myself a bit too. So yeah, it was good. But yeah, I kind of just let too many things get to my head as well too.
No, you had a good run there, and then obviously, as we mentioned before, debut at the Rugby League World Cup for PNG Kumuls against Wales. Well, how was all of that? Like, how did you get the call up for the World Cup squad?
So I think I got the call up actually like a week after my grand final. I'd probably say a week or a couple of days after my grand final. Yeah. Coach Dan called me. Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, like I said, I'm seeing you play and you're a good player and want you to be a part of the squad." And I was like, "Oh, you're sweet." I'm like, happy to be part of the squad. Like I was just chilling in my bed, bro, and I was like, he just called me. He was like, "Oh shit, how the hell did you guys get my number?" And everything. But he called me up, and I was like, "Oh, yo," I was so keen. Like, I think my main goal was just to be like part of the squad and like see how it's like, just to learn from it. Kind of really didn't expect a call up or anything. I just wanted to like, just train and like, just get that World Cup, experience and like, be with the boys and see how it's like. So, that 2022 World Cup, I ended up traveling with them, and I was just always like in the extended squad the whole time, and we were just training. I think we had a couple of boys injured. I think Sil after the Cook Islands game, I think he got concussed and he was out. I think we were missing three other boys. Yeah. Sorry, bro, I can't really remember. But
no, that's all
I
right.
remember was Sil was concussed, so he was out. They arrested him for that game. Yeah. And I think
I remember for one of the games, Dan Russell was on the wing.
Yeah, that was a Tonga game. That was the first game, bro. Yeah. And I think he was meant to be coming off the bench. Yeah. He was meant to be coming off the bench. But that game, during that week, we were training and X did his Xavier did his hemi, and then right. He tore his hemi. So I think that was like, it was a short World Cup for him, bro. He had to go back and I don't think Dan Russell expected it too, because like he was just coming off the bench, and then I think Coach Stan and Shane Flanagan, they were both just having a meeting, and I think they just like decided to just put him out in the wing. And bro, I reckon he carved up. Scoring those tries, and I was like fire out. He was playing back row, and like when I would verse it, but he had a gun game that game, and and then he ended up playing with like, I think he played like all the games too, so that was good for him. But I think I didn't really expect any call up. I think I was 19th man in the Cook Islands game. Yeah, I was 19th man. Coach Stan during the week just said, "Oh look, just get yourself ready. You'll be 19th man this week." I was like, "Oh, you're sweet." Yeah. So like, I was like to myself, "Oh shit, like I'm coming just for experience," but I'm like, I might be running on. I was like, "Oh, surely," I was to myself, I might be getting close or something, or like, this is going to be unexpected. And then the next week after Cook Islands, after Cook Islands, Coach Stan like just got me in the room, me, Sherwin, and Bob Tenza. Not Bob Tenza, sorry. What's that?
Wesa Tenza.
Wesa Tenza, yeah. Sorry, yeah. But I think are they brothers?
Bob's his brother.
Yeah. Bob's the one that plays with Caffreys. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why. Sorry, Bob, but that's a shout out for you, bro. Nah. But yeah, Wesa Tenza. He got us all three of us up in the room. He's like, oh look, we got a couple of boys injured, and like we're about to rest them, and you boys get yourself ready. I'm going to be playing you boys this weekend, and we're like, oh, yo, sweet. Whoa. And I was like, oh, fire out! Like this is unexpected, and like, all of us boys like we just kept it cool in the meeting room, like, oh, yo, sweet. And then when we all got out, we were like, fuck yeah. Oh shit, this is so good. But like, and then the game came, and it was such a good experience, bro. I loved every moment of it. So I'll probably say it was probably one of the best highlights for 2022, playing for PNG, for making my debut. So yeah,
bro, that was a big tournament. That Tonga game, far out. The boys nearly had it there.
They nearly had him, bro. I was like, I think Roddy Ty's tried too.
Oh, bro,
I don't know why. I think they must have said that he was out or something, bro. But I reckon he got that try.
Yeah, bro. We all. I just remember because it was would have been 2 a.m. here. 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
But everyone was up
and celebrating.
We're all message group chats, messaging, "Oi, boys, you watching him?"
Yeah.
And then just came down to the wire, and they scored that last
try.
We were so close.
Yeah.
But moving on from that, you get signed to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
As part of the squad. And then also go on. Probably, I would have to say, one of the more of a clinical season with Norths, and you went on to win the grand final Q Cup, but also club championship, which the Queensland teams never win the club championship, bro. They never win the club championship. So, talk us through, this whole year, how it has been for you from the start.
Yeah, so for me this year, I was a Dolphins for 2 years, and this was pretty much my last year for being contracted with them, and for me, I just made it a goal, try to come back to preseason as fit as you can, and just compete in everything and all that, and I pretty much gave it my all in preseason, and then I thought I was going to play for Redcliffe again in this season, but they swapped. Wayne just made a call. He was like, "Oh, just move these three boys." He moved me, one of my mates, Mason Teague, and Oren Keeley. He moved us all over to North Devils, and we're like, "Oh shit!" We didn't expect it or anything. It was it was it was a bit of an unfamiliar environment for us. So we were like, "Oh shit!" What do we do? We don't really know most of these boys and all that. But the coach, Dave Elliott, he was a good coach. Real welcoming too. He was welcoming, and he got the boys around us, and we all we just built good relationships off field, and we had a camp with them in the start of the year. And then, we all just had a good connection then. And then, we'd be training with Dolphins during the week, but then if we were playing with them, we'd come for captain's run and that on Friday nights and that. So, it was good. We just thought that there might be a bit of difference because we train full time, and they train they're semi-pro and stuff like that. But when you go back, you don't really see much of a difference, right? It's everyone's just they all get along real well, and they build a good connection. So I think what they built off field, made us perform well on field. Yeah, and I think we all just had good trust in in ourselves that we'll definitely make it all the way, and we it was good. It was good to go all the way, I guess.
Yeah, bro. I just had a memory because I was watching this game, but it was semi-final against the Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
At Vashon.
That was crazy.
And geez, you guys started well.
Yeah.
Hunters, they came back in, got a sniff, and they were coming hard. And then I think, was it the last few minutes you scored the try to sort of seal the deal?
Yeah. Oh, bro, I think that day too, everyone was like, I was like, I don't know if you read PNG like Facebook comments,
Bro, don't.
everyone's like, okay, because Beanley, they had like the Independence Day on that day, so they're like I was just going through Morse Devil's like Facebook page, and then I was just seeing like every single PNG like fellas commenting. They were like, all right, so this is going to be the schedule. We're going to go to Beanley, celebrate PNG Independence Day. 12 o'clock, we're all going to catch a bus and come watch the Hunters play against it. I was just like, everyone's like, oh man, they're like talking it up. And I was like, bro, shit. And then, we were like fire out like on Friday night too when we had Captain Sean. The coach was like, you just go play your best, just don't make it trouble, because you make it trouble, they're all just going to come after you in the whole game. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. But on game day when he came in, like you can just feel the environment. It was just all like, just dead. Like everyone was like, hard PNG Hunters supporters, and like they all wanted to show up for the team. So it was tough like the last 20 minutes of the game, to be honest, like because we gave him a sniff, and like we were all just trying to like come out of that hole, and I think we had like a bit of like a chat in the halftime, and like coach was like, we're just seeing how they D, and like he was just saying, they always go up and then they always like slide out, like they're always turning out. So I think when we came back in the second half, our like main goal was just keep dropping boys under and then just like going straight through the middle. So I think doing that turned the game around, and like built a bit of fatigue with the boys, the PNG boys, and I think we scoring that last try too, just to seal it was pretty good. But man, I don't know if you remember, but like every try they scored, they were just banging the walls, and it was going crazy, right? Yeah. But no, it was a good game though.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Because there were lots of people there, because I think the last time the Hunters had a finals run was like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Like first few years in the competition, so it definitely drew a lot of people out. But Jerry to seal the deal at the end.
It was good. No, but all credit to them, I reckon, for their player. I think their key player stood out was Judah. So Judah Rimbu, definitely, bro. It's so good that he got the deal over at Castleford. But man, like he was a real standout player for the Hunters that year. So
bro, he's a gun, man.
He was real devastated after the game, but it is what it is.
That's it. Like there's gonna be many more seasons. It's just one, and now he's gonna go and experience that in the Super League. And Paulie Aiton's still with the Hunters, so they can try and do it again. Bro, moving on from there, like Pacific Championships, like holy hecka, that would have been an experience. And everyone that's watching, I'm sure they've seen your face on Nene's vlogs as well.
Dude, I was shit on his blog, bro. I was asking stupid questions. I don't even know why I was on there. No, it was good. It was good. It was a good experience. I think a funny story, because when I went into the camp for the Prime Minister's Cup, I think I was talking to Johnny Wilshere the week before, but he was saying, just come. He wasn't sure if I was going to go to Prime Minister's camp or just fly straight to Fiji with them.
Oh yeah.
And
that's right.
And we. That Sunday we ended up playing the state champs, and we won it. And then that Monday when we got back, bro, we were just drinking the whole time. We were just drinking at Bishop Park. We were just drinking with the boys. And that Tuesday, I was like half fucked on Tuesday because I was still drinking. And should we talk about drinking? But
Yeah, bro. That's fun. That's
because Sunday I was just tired, so I didn't like really want to drink because like we won, and then we went to watch the GF, the NRL GF, and then I just came back and I passed out. But yeah, Monday when we came back, I just put on like tap and we were just drinking on, I think Monday, and then I was drinking a bit Tuesday, and then I think I was going to sleep Tuesday, and then I was like reading my email out of nowhere, and then I saw that I was actually flying to PNG to like on Wednesday, like the next day. I was like, oh shit! And then like, because I was like, oh fuck, I just had to like pack everything, and then on that Wednesday, bro, I was half fucked when I flew. Flew over to PNG. I was like, oh shit! And then then the Thursday was like I was like on field. I was like, oh shit, bro. Like, it was just like, I was training with everyone. I'm like, on my head, I was like, fuck, I'm still fucked. I was like, oh shit. And then like, they got me doing like some corn and shit. I was like, oh man, this is shit. But no, it was good. It was good. I think we were just there from for camp till Saturday for Prime Ministers, and then we flew to Fiji on that Saturday night. And then we I think we stayed there till Sunday or Monday after the game, and then we flew back. But yeah, it was a good experience there, bro. I think it's a lot cooler there compared to POM. I reckon Fiji's a lot cooler, but
lots of bullas as well.
Right, bulla. I reckon once I would have told you about the bullas. I've got the mad story too. I remember now. So when we got there on Saturday night, we got to Suva. We flew from Nadi to Suva on Saturday night, and the boys are like, oh, let's all go out and like suss out the club. So we went to Honzi was playing. Okay, Honzi wouldn't know the story. I don't know if he told you the story, but we went to another nightclub, one of the nightclubs there, and oh, bro, there was so many bullas there, and like I mean, bullas are gay fellas, by the way. Bro, they're not ashamed to grab you. The nightclubbers walking by and like they just grab you by the hand and like you're like fuck off. They just be screaming at you, and it was a crazy experience. And like I don't know if it's like the same as like nightclubs in PNG too, but there was this fella that we all had a booth with, and there was a security guard like just changing our towels, our drinks over, and the fella got drunk and he just like he must have slapped or hit the security guard at the back of his head. And the security guard just elbowed him straight into the face and like clipped his jaw, bro. And the bro just like passed out on the ground. And the security guard came and punched him and then like just picked him up all the shit and dragged him out. 10 minutes later, he was back in the club. And then it was like going like still partying, and then he got kicked out again. And then just like 10 minutes later, he was back in, and he got kicked out like 3 times, and then he just like fucked off after that, bro. But, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience, bro.
Miraculous recovery.
It was so funny, bro. But the drinks there too is like crazy. You pretty much just taste the majority of the alcohol, like But it was
bounty rum.
Bro. We had like rum and coke, but bro, like legit, it was more rum than there was coke, bro. I was like, bro, everyone got fucked up real quick, bro. It was crazy as.
And I saw that there was a photo of Robert Derby on Facebook.
With the bulla.
Bro, and that as soon as like that photo went viral and all these Fijian people were just commenting on it. So funny.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see it on Facebook, but we were just ripping into him at like training camp. I was just like showing him the photos the whole time, but it was funny as.
Bro. And how was it? Playing Fiji in Fiji. Obviously, you guys haven't. I think it was ages since we had won in Fiji.
Yeah, I think Fiji last game they ever played was in 2003. So that's a long time for Fiji.
Like 21 years.
So. I think for them, it was a good statement for them. They haven't played in a long time, and they really want to come out there and show the crowd that rugby league's there, and we can win, and they can. But we kind of just had a main goal that week as well ourselves, just pretty much focus on ourselves. there's going to be so much hype around it, and like, you know, Fiji not playing in their home ground, and, you know, majority of their players are just NRL players too. So we just, you know, we just kind of like, we're just trying to like not let it get to ourselves, you know, just focus on ourselves, and you know, we'll just show it out in field. So I think that's what the boys did. It was good, and
it showed, because like you guys played an amazing game. Like Nene was just, he was on fire at the back.
Yeah, bro. He's a freak.
Freak, bro. It looks like he's just chilling and playing.
Yeah.
He did so well. But then you guys come back, play Cookies in Moresby.
Yeah.
What was that like? You know, coming off a high from Fiji and then going into that game.
Yeah. It was. We had a slow start that game actually. Cookie, I think we scored one try, but then Cookie just like scored like a couple of tries after our try, and you know, I think we were just a bit sluggish in that first half. You know, we during the week we were training, but like, you know, trying to get into like, you know, get into the groove, but I think we just got a bit too ahead of ourselves, I'd say, in the first half. You know, we just expect them to not do like certain things, but you know, it's you know, when it comes to the game, anything can happen. So we I think we had a good talk to in the second half. The coach Jason Demetrio just told us, you know, just stick to the basics of what we're good at, and it's just, you know, just run hard and like, you know, just get our OBs, get in there, and then, you know, play some footy when we can, and flat and fast. And that's what showed in the second half. So that's probably what helped us definitely getting away with the win in that game.
Yeah, awesome, bro. And the next one, you go to Sydney to play New Zealand, and such a big game. Like how was that feeling like?
Yeah, bro, it was such a, like, you know, unreal feeling, to be honest. Like, it's you versus Shaun Johnson in his last game,
bro.
Like
fuck, that's hectic,
that's crazy. Like,
holy,
you know, and like, I don't think PNG's versed New Zealand since like 2013, I think.
2013 World Cup.
Yeah. So it was a long time since we versed them, and I think we definitely had a good first half against them.
Right.
We were just hanging in there, and like, you know, doing, like, you know, sticking to our game plan, and like, you know, I think one of our tries that got disallowed, I think Roddy was like I think it was like what, half a meter in front of like the kicker or
just
something.
Just the kicker, bro, and then Hornsey with the big
just
offload.
Reece. I mean, I was like, as soon as I saw it plaster and Reece was just scoring, I was like screaming, from legit, like the whole like 40 meter. I was like screaming down to them, and then we were walking back, and then they were like, I just heard the ref whistle, and like, fuck, what's going on? What's happening now?
That would have to be one of the best disallowed tries of the year.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I was trying to look for some footage, because I did Liam's sort of like highlights just to intro his episode, and I was trying to look for that try, but they didn't have it on any of the highlights. I was like, such a good moment.
No, it was but yeah, we definitely had a good first half, and then I think we fell short to in the second half. We fell short to a injured centre. I think Robert Matthias. Yeah, he was injured, and then we had like a full switch. Reece had to go to centre, and then I had to go to left back row, and then Jacob Alley came back on the right back row. But yeah, I think in the second half we kind of did shy away from our game plan and all that. So. I think that's probably what put us off. Yeah. And then, I think got a bit of a hiding.
Nah, I mean, it would have been a, you know, great experience, great exposure for especially those PNG boys that play in the Hunters, and, you know, they get to go up against, you know, NRL. These are, you know, seasoned veterans, do it week in, week out, like Tapine and James Fisher-Harris, like,
right.
Some big names.
It was a good line. Still ran on him too. Hey, his inside shoulder. I was like, fuck yeah,
bro. And he did a little
proper.
He gave him a little.
Push, right. I proper exposed him to. I was like, oh shit, it was so good. I was celebrating, bro. But it was good to get the Hunters boys and, like, you know, our PNG boys to be exposed to that type of like games and stuff like that. I think that betters their footy as well. They can go into their next season with a high, saying, being confident that they played, the Pacific champs, and like they can actually turn their footy around. Like they can play a bit more like better footy, and then they can always get like deals like somewhere else like big time. So I reckon it's good that they've gotten that experience actually.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we've been going for a while now, bro. But to sum it up, is there anything you wanna leave for the people out there, whether it's like Kumuls fans or maybe like the younger generation? Anything you wanna finish off on?
I'd probably say I think footy with me. Just for any young fella growing up, I took the long way for footy. Growing up, I was in the junior system and everything, but like I think I never really like took it seriously until I moved up here, and I think one thing I'd say is probably it's never too late, but you just got to discipline yourself. Once you find something that you really love, you just stick to it. And so I expected myself to just work and just play local footy until I came up here, and then just showed me a whole nother side of like footy, and made me love footy again. And it's never too late, but you just when you find something, you just got to discipline yourself, and you have to just keep working hard for it. Definitely, if you have a goal to play NRL in the future and stuff like that, just stick to the little stuff, make sure you wake up, make your bed, and just you have to have a routine that you'll never get bored of doing, and you just keep doing the same routine until it's just muscle memory, and you can do it without remembering it, having to do it. You just do it because it's just you've always done it, so it's just normal to you. And I think doing stuff like that becomes muscle memory. Definitely helps you get to another level where you can just keep pushing yourself and get there one day. So bro, probably say that.
Yeah, nice, bro. And from the uncles, just want to say a big thank you to you, bro, for hopping on. This was episode 80 for season 2, and bro, thank you once again.
All good, bro. Fire out.
Peace out, guys.